I have the stamina now. Celebrates other people's victories. They decided to Photoshop me saying something about a bowling ball and a doctor. Hey guys, so welcome to a new video. If you hear a little skit scat scat, Trixie and Chubbs are out. If I'm a little crooked, I'm sorry. I've been running around while my food was completed. I've been running around trying to find my tripod because Eric used it and I could not find it. So if you're a little crooked, I apologize. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna fix it because it's annoying me. So it's probably annoying y'all. I think I fixed it. Okay. So for my mukbangs, my new thing is I'm gonna ask you guys for topics or subjects or questions that you want me to talk about. So it's gonna be, I guess, a wide range, hopefully. So the first thing I want to talk about is, before I even eat, I want to apologize to the people who thought I was being rude and smug in my last video. That was definitely not my intention, and I noticed that when I'm like upset about something, sometimes I act a certain way, which I really did not intend. I was just really hurt that I uploaded a progress video and people were really rude to me about it. So I was upset about that, but I do apologize for coming off a certain way that I didn't mean to, because that definitely wasn't my intention. I think I was just so hurt that I was kind of like sulking in that. And I've gotten a lot of supportive messages and I just have to focus on those. And they made me realize that the people who are saying negative things about a progress photo are people who don't genuinely truly care, because if they did, they'd be like, oh wow, like that's amazing type thing. I've had a few people word it a lot better than how I'm wording it. So I do want to apologize to those who I really did affect, because I felt horrible for that. So a lot of people have been asking me about my favorite freshly meals, and the homestyle chicken with the butternut mac, which is the one that I had in my last video, that's one of my favorites. And this one, this is turkey and mushroom meatloaf. And I will let you know right now, I don't really taste the mushrooms. So if you don't like mushrooms, it's okay. Or at least I think so, because I don't really taste it. And then we have some carrots and peas, and this is cauliflower mash. This one might actually be my #1 favorite. They swap meals a lot, new meals come in, so you can never get bored. I will be devastated when they get rid of that one. We have some carrots and some Laughing Cow cheese. I've actually never had the Laughing Cow cheese with carrots, so I wanted to try it. I usually put this cheese, I always have a difficulty opening this, like it's really not rocket scientist. Who am I? I usually put this on bagels. So good. This is a garlic and herb. And I usually eat my carrots plain, but I wanted to dilly-dally in something different. That's actually really good. These little cheeses are only 30 calories per one. I get them from Walmart. It's not with the cheeses, it's actually with, it's like over in the deli area with the like feta cheese, the pre-made pizzas. I don't know, it could be different everywhere though. I'm gonna take a big bite with the veggies, the meat, and the cauliflower. Yum! So again, if you guys want to try freshly, message me on my weight loss Instagram, which is linked down below. Just say the words freshly and I'll send you a link so you can get $40 off. And I do want to say it gives me $40 off as well. I had forgot to mention that, so I am sorry. So the next thing I want to talk about, this is actually funny. So there's this screenshot going around because I like to do these Instagram Q&As, and if I can edit the photos into here, I'll show you, which I'm not very good at editing, as you guys know. So I'm hoping I can put the screenshots in here. So I like to do Instagram Q&As, and someone decided to Photoshop, which a lot of people are really good at it. They decided to Photoshop me saying something about a bowling ball and a doctor. I have no idea. But they made a mistake in their screenshot or in their Photoshop, which makes me, if you're gonna Photoshop something, I'd say pay more attention. So if you look at my screenshots of the ones that I did, which Instagram saves that in an archive. Every story that you post, Instagram actually saves. So if you look, the mistake that they made is instead of saying ask me anything, they put ass, A-S-S, me anything. So that was the biggest mistake on their part. They accidentally messed up. So I did not say something about a bowling ball. I can tell you right now, I just thought, honestly, that was the funniest thing I have ever seen. And another thing I noticed about it is that they switched two words, like in a sentence, where if you like really pay attention to it, it doesn't make sense. Trust me, I make mistakes in my writing all the time, but when I do Instagram Q&As, I try really hard to go back and reread it so I don't like mess up on anything. And just in general, if you know me, that's not something I would ever say, ever. Which brings me to my next topic of discussion. Someone asked if I would sue the people making these fake, slanderous screenshots that aren't even real. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't sue anyone, to be honest. Unless there's like a really valid reason. Like if it's really, really ruining me, even then, I'm not so sure. This is something so stupid that I just, I don't care enough. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. The things that people will do to make me look bad. I look bad on my own. Trust me. I'm gonna eat some of this. It's so good. So, I have like a list of things. It's just gonna be like my Mukbang topics page. So I always have something to talk about because who knows half the time. This is not on the topic list, but oh my God. Becky and I did not get home until 2 a.m. last night. We had a whole like day/night moment. It was so fun. We went to the movies. We saw Gretel and Hansel, which was really good. I love the creepy parts. I don't want to give anything away, but there was a part where I was like, "Ooh, that girl cute." She was like this, like gothic girl with like this long, black hair. Yeah, she was cute. And we went to Olive Garden, and Dana and Destiny actually got a new place. So we went over there for the first time. Really late after like the whole date. They live about an hour away, which is a lot closer than they used to live. I'm having like difficulties with this, so what I'm gonna do is they used to live about an hour and a half away, which makes a really big difference. But I was in the car, like in total, just between like the whole day, I was in the car for about 4 hours. Yeah, we were out for about 12 to 14 hours. So out of that time, I was in the car for like 4 hours. Maybe, no, I'd say a little bit over that. So when that happens, I used to swell being in the car anyways, but now that I have lymphedema, I get really swollen. My lymphedema becomes hard as a rock, and I know probably no one wants to hear that. Like, this is so freaking amazing, you guys. I usually get 2 of these in my order. I think even once I got 3. I usually go for the 12 a day, so I can eat them for lunch and dinner, or I get the 9 a day. 9 a day. $9 a week. So, next thing I want to talk about is my sleeping schedule. You guys, I used to fall asleep at noon and wake up at 5 p.m. At noon. My whole day is wasted. I wake up like every 30 minutes. I used to think there was something wrong with me. Like, I was like, why am I waking up so often? I really thought there was something wrong with me. Turns out, as much as my body does not want to sleep at night, it also really does want to sleep at night. Like, it needs to sleep at night, you know? Oh my God. So now that my schedule is fixed, I go to bed at like midnight and I wake up about 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m. So it's like about 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. It just depends. And I sleep like an actual baby the whole night. I don't wake up at all. I think maybe once. I have a bad habit. Like, I don't know why I do it, but I've been doing it since I was little. But I have a very bad habit of waking up and seeing if the people near me are still breathing. I don't know why I do it. So I'll see if Becky's still breathing while she's sleeping, and then I'll see if Twinkie's still breathing while she's sleeping, because that's who sleeps with me, Becky and Twinkie. Eating that by itself is really good. It's just like eating cheese by itself. Don't judge. meat. I have a little bit of everything left. It's so good. Literally everything. So it's like a weird thing. So I'll wake up about once a night to do that. But you guys, I sleep like a sound baby. I'm just like, and it feels really good because I really did think something was wrong with me. But what it was I was waking up so much through the night because I was sleeping at the wrong time. My body was just like, what are you doing? Which makes sense. So something else I want to talk about is I want to start dancing again. I love dancing so much. And like, I used to be in dance groups. I would choreograph dances to do in talent shows. Choreograph, who am I? I'm gonna say choreograph. I would make up dances. And it was just, when I would perform in front of people, I honestly, it was the most exhilarating feeling I have ever had. And it was pure happiness and joy. And it's so fun, so fine, so hard to find something like that makes me feel just like free and just like, it is one of the most amazing feelings. Dancing was my passion. 100%, point blank, period. And like, now, obviously, I can't dance like that. There is a YouTuber, Fitness Marshall. I'm sure everyone's heard of him. And his cute little girls on the side. They do pretty easy, I wouldn't even say to moderate, they're pretty easy dances. And I low-key want to try one today because I have the stamina now. And it feels so good to be able to say that. Yum! Y'all, I gotta be honest. If I was eating this by myself, which I would have ate this very meal by myself if I wasn't filming this, I'd be gone in 5 minutes flat. And I'd be starving. But since I'm sitting here and talking to you guys, it's fulfilling me, and it's taking me a lot longer to eat it, which you're supposed to eat kind of slow. That's like the rule of thumb, ain't it? So thank you guys for helping me. Wow. Who would have thunk it? But yeah, I want to try dancing again. I've built up my stamina a lot. I'm gonna give you guys a little tea. A little freaking tea. Hold on. When I would film torrid hauls, and it was the try-on hauls, you guys, if you ever watch those, go back and watch them. Especially during the try-on part, there's a lot of editing because I could not breathe. In between, oh my God, it's almost like comically embarrassing. In between each dress or shirt or sweater that I would try on, this was me. Oh my God, my back. Oh my God, I can't breathe. Oh my God. Oh my God, I think I have a pain in my arm and my chest. No, okay, it wasn't that extreme. It was like I didn't have a pain in my arm and chest. My back would hurt. I'd be breathing that hard. So I got an order in of Torrid. I think it was like 2 days ago, and I didn't film a video. I just kind of kept it to myself and did my own little try on haul by myself. I think I was on the 5th dress, and I was like, wait a minute. I'm still standing. My back doesn't hurt, and I'm breathing just fine. And I started crying. I'm so ridiculous. I literally started crying because that, no, like I'm talking, I could not, physically could not do that 6 months ago. I could barely do one like outfit try on haul. Try on hauls were very, very hard for me. Very hard. That just goes to show how losing weight, moving more can change your freaking life. And I know a lot of people are like, that's so stupid. I get it. A lot of people compare themselves. Like when I used to have Twitter, someone sent me a screenshot of their, it was like their Fitbit or their Apple Watch steps. And I think they took like 14,000. And they're like, how about that, Amberlynn? Let me see yours. And I'm like, are you really comparing yourself to someone who's 500 and how long ago was that? It was when I had a Twitter. So yeah, I was 570 pounds about. And I was like, are you really gonna compare yourself to someone who's 570 pounds? Go compare yourself to like an athlete if you're taking 14,000 steps. Like, good for you. Like, honestly, good for you. But what? Comparing yourself to me is silly. That's like comparing Michael Jordan to a 1-year-old toddler. Obviously, they're gonna play a bit different. I just thought it was funny. I'm over here like, okay. I mean, if you wanna like compare, and it wasn't like a comparing, like a friendly comparing. She was very condescending, and I saw her reply to another tweet that was really rude. So it was more so like showing off almost. And I was like, honestly, I'm the type of person that like celebrates other people's victories. This plate completed. Satisfying? No. I like when I watch mukbangs and the people actually finish their food. That's satisfying. Yeah, I am proud of other people's victories. I don't know if for her that's a victory. I don't know if she does that every day. I don't know if like she's used to it. I don't know. But I was just confused. I was like, really? Who knows? Who knows? But oh my God, we're going down to the nitty gritty. I have to have my last pea and carrot. I really do want to say thank you guys, because this helps me eat and enjoy the food more and savor it more. I do appreciate that, honestly. And I usually eat, I think I eat all my meals alone, to be honest. I do, because Becky eats at different times than I do. She usually only eats like once a day, and then later on she'll have something small. and our schedules are a little bit different. She's still sleeping right now. If anyone's curious, the calories on this are less than 600. They're like, I don't know, 5 something. The meatloaf meal all in itself was 430 calories, which is not bad, sis. Not bad at all. So I still have a lot more topics in my little mukbang topics thing, and I'll keep adding on. And yeah, I'm excited. Like, I'll always have something to talk about. I just feel like maybe I'm a little boring, so like I'll make sure to like even kilter it. Maybe some tea in one with something boring also. I don't want the whole video to be like boring. I don't know, maybe it is. Anyways, I am so swollen. So I'm gonna drink tons of water. I'm gonna try to keep my calories at a certain limit, which means less sodium. And I'm hoping to, I'd say within 2 days, not be as swollen. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have crazy hair happening as per usual, but I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.